Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing. Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Mail Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me insidethezone@gmail.com or call me 914-304-2592. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D Denise Gomez inside the zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney. Remember the joy of your childhood, the laughter echoing through the streets, the rush of excitement as you competed in games with your friends. We played games like Name an Animal, Place or Thing, and Ship Sail, Sail Fast. Satideh Mawnin Runnings invites you to games we used to play. Remember the excitement we felt as we dashed barefoot through the streets, memorizing every line? The high fives we shared, locking them down big time. For Satideh Mawnin Runnings crew, it's not just a game, it's a journey back to the carefree days of our youth. So, let's gather our friends and families, lace up our sneakers, or not, and join us in celebrating the spirit of fun, competition, and togetherness. Let's connect with the games of our past. Let the fun begin as Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come make we talk.
Well, huh, I don't know. I don't know, but I think we're going to have fun this morning. I would like to welcome you back to Satideh Mawnin Runnings. My name is Lady D Denise Gomez, and we are here this morning to take you on a journey. We do that every Saturday at 10 a.m. And it's brought to you by Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I'm the host, producer, presenter. I started Satideh Mawnin Runnings about maybe 5 years ago or so. Time fly. And it was going fine, but then I said, no, man, I need little more people to join me. So my friends joined me. And since then, we've been on a journey, just having fun, talking about our culture, other cultures across the world, and bossing, big laughing in public space. But it's good. It's good. So I'd like to welcome everyone this morning to Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Don't forget, as you jump into the circle, you just ask people to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe. Did you get it? Maybe not. Let me try again. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember to subscribe, it does not cost you a thing. Please, as you come into this space, make sure you share it with at least 5 people and say, hey, Come over, yes, so man. It good, it good, it good. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. Good morning to Abdullah. You were so early, I had to look at the time, but I know you're a distance away from us, and time difference counts. So morning, Abdullah. Morning, Vero. And want to say everybody. Now, Abdullah, I don't know if you're in the taxi or where you say you are this morning, but just touch the person next to you and say, hey, them in a New York, and them talk patois, and them come from Jamaica, and them have a nice program. So, Shards,
Oi,
we there.
we there.
Me say,
We there upon the runnings, not the Saturday morning, yeah.
we want to apologize for last week. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you're on social media with some of us, you'll realize that we were in a particular space and could not help ourselves. I must apologize. We were not able to air the program last week, and I know you were looking out for it, but we did back here this morning, so nobody miss.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
We did miss you know as much as you don't miss. We our hearts were here. The
yeah.
body, the body never follow. But one, one man, one man in my district, them they call him body no follow. So every time you see when you say, "Ma, so and so, how you do?" Well, I mean, there, you know, but the body no follow.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So,
And we know what that is.
yes.
We know what
Uh-huh.
that is. So, morning,
That
everybody.
says a lot.
Me telling you. So, we're talking
Mhm.
about games we used to play. I must inform you, by the way, that Max will be joining us momentarily, as well as Jackie. But
Mhm.
we are so early, we couldn't help ourselves. So,
Max a finish up the how many porridge?
that's true.
And who know the Jackie a bake? Jackie a bake pudding or something.
Something happened. Something. Yes. So,
Yes.
Jackie will be here soon. So, good morning,
Mhm.
everyone. Our topic this morning, games we used to play. Sharon says she loved the promo. So
Yes.
thank you, Sharon. I try.
Mhm. Yeah, man,
If,
that promo
if
the
you
nice.
notice, I used a dirt path,
Oh yes.
yes, for the journey.
Mhm.
Um, not many of us have paved roads when we were growing up.
Not
Um,
at all.
some did, some didn't. I had, but hey, some. I remember walking through the wooded areas to get down to river.
Oh yeah.
And it's interesting when you're walking through there, so nobody not there. Bush on either
No.
side, there was no fear. And even if you passed people along the way, everybody have them thing on them head coming from
Mhm.
river and
Mhm.
just say morning and gone about them
And gone.
business.
Yeah.
Nobody
That
there.
was it.
And even you walk there night
Yeah.
and there's, I mean to say, bush. So we want to
Yeah.
say welcome to everybody. And if you know just a come, please don't just sit down and say, Lord, what a nice program. We would like you to invite other people and to ask them to share with at least 5 people. And we are pushing this year. We're now
Yes,
more
please.
familiar with you. We can talk to you a certain way. It's like a parent to a child. So, good morning. Well, games we used to play. Um, The first one that comes to mind with a painful memory
Oh Lord.
is Dandy Shandy.
Oh yeah.
So guess what? At that I came from Kingston, and it was known when I was growing up that town picnic no to sight ball.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a thing. When we were doing Dandy Shandy, you're almost on your belly, lay down,
Oh yeah.
because
Nimble and agile. You have to be nimble and agile. But
thank
but
you.
you know what the difference is between, because I have played both.
Mhm,
In Kingston or in town, as they would say, you have an actual ball
mhm,
that bounces. Where
mhm,
they are country, have no bouncing ball.
mhm. Yep.
Yeah, use juice box.
Loose box and pack it with paper. Some people even put
Yes.
put stone in there, or to give it some weight.
Yes.
Yes, some amount of weight. But I
Mm-hmm.
tell you that I did the dandy shandy just good. Good. It took you a
Mm-hmm.
while to out me.
You could have sight.
Me could have said, me could have said.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
um, me don't know if country people never really know to sail ball good. And that you sail it in a center of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So I am in the backyard of our home in Pennance in Clarendon. And by the way, Pennance is spelled Pennants.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody spelt it incorrect, and I had to correct and send no. If you were trying to find that place, or if that's where you thought something went, it no reach.
Them put it like a compound word.
As in Pennance.
Boy. Oh, them a talk about penance like penance for your sins. That's funny.
Well, you just add that one, but thank you, Sherms.
If you are the penance, penance. Oh Lord. Yeah, it's not penance. It's more like, it's
Well,
ants. It's a well,
ants.
look here. It's the English language. What you're gonna do is ants, not ance.
So, yes, sir. So,
Mm-hmm.
so anyway, I'm in the backyard, and we're playing man. Me there penance now, And me
Mm-hmm.
say a friend of mine seal the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I think say from them time they may not see so good
Oh Lord.
because me a wait to see the ball a seal coming at the middle so me can dash back, right? And
Right.
put out hand.
Because look here, you have to premeditate your move.
Mhm.
Because you have to look for the person where I go through and premeditate which way it's gonna go.
Well, somehow we never think that way. Miss
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Turns, me see the ball ahead to my face.
Oh
And
yeah.
before me know it, it's land me right
Oh wow.
in my left eye.
Oh,
I saw what then call it peony wally.
Blinky.
Me blinky, me see black. Like blackness.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The ball seal me and hit
Mm-hmm.
me in this eye. Me had to come out of the game.
Of course.
It hurt, it hurt. And this eye not so well.
Oh wow.
This eye, okay, here comes a very pleasant morning.
Ring of roses, your pocket full of posies.
Sure.
Ashes, ashes.
Hopscotch, hopscotch, we all fall down. What,
Well,
are we alone this morning?
well, there's only one person who will be here at some point. Morning,
Oh,
Jackie. I was talking about the ball in Dandy Shandy
Dandy Shandy.
that they seal and lick me in my eye. And I
is that
had
what
to
give you bad eye? That's what gave
I
you bad eye?
I am thinking this eye, so then gig did lick me, yes, so
All right,
apparently.
Oh
listen,
Lord have
let me
mercy.
log in. Let me log in. Good, so we can see the comment.
Hi. So yeah, so while we are talking about games we used to play, some of us have some
Yeah.
memories. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the story with Denise and the left eye. Because
Mm-mm.
when I went to Chapelton Primary, one afternoon after lunch, running back to class, Wayne dropped down theme gig, and as I'm running by, the gig fly up and
Oh.
lick me as
Seeing at the same. So that was before the Dandy Shandy incident or after?
after.
Massy Poopa Jesus.
So that's the case. But nevertheless, we know that dandy shandy is the thing. And when
Mm-hmm.
you get it right, you get it good.
Mm-hmm.
When you can dandy shandy, them look out for you. And you
Yeah,
them a look
man. You
good
get
in the
you
ring.
get yeah, when them a pick team, you're upon the team,
Yeah.
you get
Yes,
picked.
man. Yes, because
Yes.
you have to can jump and split. So the ball
Mm-hmm.
can go
Yes.
through. So the ball
Me
can go
tell
through
you,
your leg.
man.
Yeah.
And when we
Even when
foot
you
a go
write
up,
up,
so.
even when you write up underneath the thrower, write
Mm-hmm.
up,
Yeah.
and them going
But
through the ball. You don't know where they're showing it now, but it's always good to just go down.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you
And
know
when you
what
go
my
down,
move? Yes, you know what
yes,
my move is when you jump and you just arch your back and go so whip sight.
yes.
I did my move that and then
Or
sometimes yes, I was
Yeah.
telling Lady D that you have to anticipate. We
yes,
because after playing with the same kids, you kind of know the person who got through. You
Person.
kind of know how
Mm-hmm.
them, so
you
you
know
know
how
them
them.
all deal. Yeah, and also Jackie, to bring you up to speed, I was Lady D was talking about the ball bouncing up. Someone was saying to her that I had both worlds when I was in Kingston. It was ball. When I was in Montego Bay, have no surface most time where a ball can bounce. Or have a ball, so you use juice box, and the
Juice
Right.
juice
box.
box can bounce.
No, we
Mm-hmm.
fill it with paper. But the thing is,
Yes,
when we play in the country, I don't know elsewhere, but when we're playing, if the ball bounce and hit you, out. It can't bounce. It have to hit you straight.
yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sometime what they would do to, and this was a sabotage move. Them would have make up their mind. I say them I go soak you. Yeah, when them say I go soak that one, yeah.
Yeah.
To,
I
to
mean, I
me,
tell you,
that
if
is
you ever
like
get soaked,
yes, man.
So
uh,
is that what they term as dodgeball now? Or dandy
mm,
shandy?
Mm, is the
so,
same thing.
Yes,
well, it's
dodgeball.
an ox,
Dodgeball.
it's a cousin. Yeah, I would say.
No, yes, it is a cousin. But then
Yeah,
one call it with something, dandy shandy, then one call it dodgeball.
make them keep it. We go on with them this and
So
this.
we
All
go with
right.
the dandy shandy.
Yeah, we not picky like that. We go on with it.
So welcome everybody. So Jackie, Sharon's, and myself, we're
Yes,
here. Max
has
should be
been a busy
joining us
morning.
at some point in time, but
Hmm.
yes, we want to say morning to and we
Has been a
want to
busy morning
say
because my mother
morning
had
to.
stuff doing and I had to be in the midst of it. There's a lot going
Oh,
on. So
okay. No problem.
Hmm.
So let us acknowledge, as we're talking about, we kicked off with Dandy Shandy. Let's say hi to Vero. Good morning, Vero, as always. Abdullah, how you do, Abdullah? Morning to you. And
hello
he says,
everybody.
sure, play your show on the bus. Thank
Oh,
you.
oh.
Give yourself something.
Is this
Okay.
the gentleman from Africa?
Yeah, he's in Australia.
Is it?
I
Oh,
know. I thought
okay.
that's where he was when he said down under somewhere. Okay. So
Oh, if it's down
morning,
under there.
Mass Eval.
Good
Morning
morning,
to
brother Ever.
you.
Mr.
How you do?
Green,
Miss
How you do?
Mr.
How you
Green,
do?
Miss St. James' brother.
So he's saying penance. We
Well,
spell
Shanette, show off,
how
so.
we talk.
Hey, you have to
Shanette,
claim
show
your
off,
own,
so.
honey.
Uh, morning, Ryan.
Ryan, I
King.
haven't seen
Oh,
Ryan in a while.
Morning, King. Mr. King get
eh,
hot. King suddenly get hot. He comes in late, not here as early as he used to be, telling me how him
No,
just
remember,
busy
Sir
stuff.
King is
Mhm.
not a student anymore. He's our
No, that's
lecturer,
true.
so he comes in at his own leisure.
Hi. So Eval says, let me see where I'm still here. So okay, he says, I don't recall boys playing dandy shandy. No,
Oh, I do.
it was more a girls' game.
It was
The
more a
boys
girl's game.
sometimes would throw though. The boys sometimes my neighbors were all boys. And
Mm-hmm.
they would sometimes throw just so us girls would keep sighting, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if you have somebody who can sight good, I mean the whole day and can't get out,
Listen,
and
man,
you want your little turn after while you start quarrel.
and
And
during
you
recess,
eh?
during recess, and when the bell ring for
Yes.
you go back in after recess, them
Right,
know
you don't
who.
have no time. You want a little
Mm-hmm.
sight in yourself. Yeah.
Yes. And them hoarding this space. Me
Yeah.
tell you. So,
Mm-hmm.
morning, everybody. We would like you to drop in your favorite game that you used to play as a child, or you maybe a player now. We don't know, but drop in the chat so we can talk with you. and hear what's going on. So,
Right.
welcome
What was
to
their
you.
favorite? What was their favorite
Mhm.
game?
And don't forget, please, to like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't done so yet, we remind you there's no cost to you becoming a subscriber. It's free. All you need to do is like, share, and comment. That's it. Nothing more.
Yes, man.
Simple
That's
does
all
it.
there is. Spread the
Easy does
joy.
it.
Spread
Spread the
spread the joy.
and it is
And
there.
bring some laughter in your
Yeah,
comments.
Yes.
and keep her company over here.
Same. So like,
Mhm.
share, comment, and subscribe. So morning
Mm-hmm.
games we used to play. So yes, Dandy Shandy, we kicked it off. What's your
Mm-hmm.
favorite churns?
Lord, me did have everything me did like. Well, I fluctuated between, like a girly one and one with boys, because like the ring games I used to like, like bully in a pen,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
But
Bully in
you
a
want,
pen can't
yeah,
get out. Bully
yeah,
in a
bully,
pen
yeah.
can yeah.
And you
Mm-hmm.
but that was a game of trust, because when you some
true.
kids, what they would do, when you hold hands tightly in order to keep the person from breaking,
Mm-hmm.
kids used to just muscle up and run from one side and throw themselves
Against
against
that,
the thing.
yeah.
And the kids, you would really hold on so the person can't break through. So it
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
was a game of trust, because if it was, and I have to say, I've never seen, invariably, it must have happened, but I've never seen among my peers. I never saw when somebody would like let the hand go and make the person fall. But that was always a possibility,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you have to throw your entire weight
Wait.
against the
Hmm.
hands
Yes.
in an
Mm-hmm.
effort to break
Mm-hmm.
free.
And
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
when you see somebody coming with a little excess body, you know, say
You,
you're done
Yes,
for.
you feel
yes,
good.
you have to really muscle up that time
For
there.
real.
You have to.
But you know,
But
so
that was
excess.
some good workout. That was some good cardio and all them things that people have to pay
Hmm.
for these days. And it was a
Yeah.
good use of imagination.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
Jackie,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
yours, dear heart?
All right. My hands are big.
Right.
All right. Inherited from my wonderful grandfather. And
Mm-hmm.
because of that, nobody could have beat me at jacks.
Okay, your hand, whole a whole
No,
heap.
no, but I would, okay, I can see it, because I was gonna say Jax takes a tender touch.
Yes, and I could, and as much as you see my fingers are fat, lady, they always say, Jackie, your finger, they're fatty. I could get in
Them, the,
between those little things. I knew how high to throw that ball, so I could get
yes.
in between those and tip tap over this one to grab
Oh
that one and
yes,
pull
the
the
tip
time.
top move.
And
Yes,
by then the ball is just coming back down.
yes, yes.
Yes, man.
I started teaching my granddaughter to play jacks last summer.
She liked it.
Oh yeah, because the poor thing, she scrambled so till, because her thing is, she thought she could throw up the ball and then use the other hand and grab the
Yes.
jacks while waiting for the ball to come back to the other hand.
Oh, oh
And I
yeah.
have to say, yes, I may end up buying like three different size balls just
Mm-hmm.
so she could get the hang of it. But she loved it. And that's why it is important we pass these things on to
Oh yes.
children. Because people keep saying get them off a tablet and iPad and things of that nature. But you have to give them something that will help them, then them on high coordination, in them
Yeah.
estimation and all. Them something that was invaluable, and we never know.
People
No, we
don't
didn't.
realize how good, how
Mm.
well, that
No.
works
And
for for the
timing
brain
and
brain development,
yes,
especially
timing.
Yeah.
young kids.
Because you see our back porch,
Mm-hmm.
when you see me, Uncle Jim, my Auntie Emma, sit down and ready to play it till we went to 20. We used to use
Okay.
20 jacks.
Mhm.
And when you
Yes.
see me play that answer medically, but me, me make sure say them a scoop up.
Hey,
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love playing jacks
me
and and
too.
and
But
and
you know what? You know what
and
made it easy? The metal jacks as opposed
I
to the
we had
plastic
those
one.
Yes,
plastic ones. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
man.
The metal jacks worked. We had those when that did come
Yeah.
in. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because it had to be
My
a
sister
thing.
always picks up things like she would go to Salvation Army or Goodwill. She's a Goodwill girl. She'll go to Goodwill and stuff like that. And little things, unique things she'll pick up. And she found like a vintage game box. And it had jacks, it had dominoes, it had cards, it had backgammon. Do you know the game backgammon? My mother is a champion. Listen, I thank my mother so much for the way she raised us, because it was 11 of us in the house. Plus, she took in 2 of my stepfather's nieces, took them in. So it was a house full of us. And she kept us all busy. We had a big table. She had the table made. The man made the table out of wood with a whole heap of chairs around it. And anywhere she went and saw games, she would pick them up and brought them home. So because of that, the kids and neighborhood kids would come to our house, as full as the house is. But then my mother just loved the whole heap of picnic around her. And as full as the house is, they would come, because we had cricket set. We had jacks. We had dominoes, backgammon. We had what you call it?
Snake and ladder. You had snake and ladder.
Scrabble, we all had to learn to play Scrabble. If we can't even play, my mother played by herself, but we all learned to play Scrabble because she taught us. And she, when the Scrabble pieces were broken, she had the boys make them back and write the letter on it.
Oh.
Like when we lose them, she'd make them back. So we had Scrabble is a part of our life. And all those games she would teach us. She went and found a game one time, it's called Pente. We didn't even know how to play it. It's a great game. It came on a leather board. She didn't know how to play it, but it's a game. My mother just thought that it should be in the house and we should learn to play it. We didn't even know how to play it to this day. We didn't go back to it because there were so many other things,
Yeah,
so kudos to mom.
So who remember this one here? So no me have to find. So
I thought of that this morning. I wrote that down. I said, boy, girl, animal, place and thing.
Me telling you.
Yes.
So me learn places.
Yeah.
That was a very good game.
Yes,
because it taught you how to think, even to go do a little research.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, we had to figure out. And I remember so Chapelton School, me tell anybody, primary school was my school that I learned. That was of all the schools me ever go and sit down before any teacher. That was my spot, because my teacher made us enjoy learning.
That's good.
Yes, man. And there was a girl in the class who she was a master at that. From we in a grade 4.
She was a what?
Master.
Oh,
she was good at it. It's what going over here, Sir Jackie.
The one ever.
Jackie, enough dumplings cook a few we yard.
I don't know. Ever. Sometimes I just dumpling and butter and not the sweet sauce. They play all them games.
Yeah.
Yes. So Ryan said that his sisters tried to have him do hula hoop.
Oh yeah, hula hoop. Yeah.
Yes. Abdullah says we throw the dice on porch at 3rd Ward, New Orleans. Okay.
All right. Whatever that is.
How that works.
Oh no, the 3rd Ward is a place in New Orleans.
We know, but you're throwing the dice on the porch.
I know what he's talking about. The guys play it on the roadside. Sometimes, even in New York, in some streets in New York, you'd see them throw the dice on the sidewalk. Hit it against the wall or throw it on the sidewalk, and depending on how much they throw it, and they bet money too.
Yes.
So I think Abdullah in the 3rd Ward in New Orleans, it would be a thing.
So Ryan King says hopscotch. Yes, man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So on our where our home is in Pennants. Pennants.
FYI.
Remember.
Where they had the original house before they built up the house I went into as a child. there was a paved area there. I guess maybe that would have been some part of the house, right? As you
Oh.
drive in, there's a paved area. So we had carved out our hopscotch right there.
Mm-hmm.
And when me tell you, say, when we do hopscotch, if you not call, we in.
A whole day.
That's why I may say it is so good when when a child is outdoor
Yeah.
Yes.
because you can play and don't even know that you're hungry,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And
right?
time a pass. Yeah.
And time
True.
passing, and
Yeah.
you're energetic, right? You're use up sweat in a hot sun, all of that
Mm-hmm.
good stuff. But when we played hopscotch, ask, we used to there was a little what we call it, memory jam, rhyme. I don't
Rhyme.
remember it now, but we used to kind of hum it when we jumping.
Yeah. Me not
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
remember it either. If
yeah, we
somebody
would
remember
hum
it,
it.
put it in the
Yeah,
comments.
we
In
would
the
hum
chat,
it.
yeah.
We would hum
Mm-hmm.
that
Listen,
when we a jump man. So hopscotch was a thing.
listen, man. Them
Hmm.
kids are not have no fun. Them not enjoy. Tell me so. Them don't have the experience of jumping on a goat back. So you go and
Yeah,
ride the goat.
yeah.
You
You
can't
know,
ride goat.
boy.
But listen, we
Well,
had to go tie out the goat. So we have
we tried.
picnic things, jump on the goat back and the goat and gallop down and start fling you.
No, well,
And we
that
get
me
up and
never.
the goat rope gone left you. Him run gone with the goat. You have to run him down through the bush. The bush has scrape you up and scratch you. And when you finish, you're full of cut.
But look here. You're talking
Listen,
about that. One of my big sister, we were doing that, right? And you're supposed to, well, not so supposed, kind of a ride goat. But
no, you red goat.
but but it is easier to do it with like the female and not the rammy.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you
Yes.
have a rammy we're kind of, used to.
Tamed.
So we had a
Mm-hmm.
rammy and we was doing with the rammy. And the rammy, no, she never really launched proper. So the rammy, when she launched, getting at the middle back, she get more down to the rump section. And the rammy take off running. But she was holding the rope. And
Uh-huh.
she had tried to this day we laugh after. I mean, no, she had watch right now. But she started say, yeah, yeah. And the Rami just a get up and she hold the rope and she a scrape up the Rami a pull her and me say, let go the rope, let go the rope, let go the rope, cause you hold the rope. You hurt yourself, make the Rami run go on. At that time she let go the rope and the
Yes.
whole her belly scratch up.
So her experience is like me and the donkey, but we won't talk about that just now,
No, no.
right?
No, but she a born Kingstonian, so me never expect her for really. As the country one, we do it all the time. So when the poor Kingstonian them come, they think it's good, but them can't manage.
Managed.
And she was a trooper, my poor sister.
Thinking of the kids try to play hide and seek in the house.
Hmm.
Hide and seek here, so is not hide and seek.
No, you have to have
Hide
bush
and
But
seek
and
they
you have
don't
to
have
have
a hand to hide
cellar.
there, so we ever
is when
hide.
we on the farm and when we say hide and seek time and close them eyes and when you turn around you don't see anybody
Hmm.
and you would be searching for the whole day.
Hmm.
You can't find them because they have the whole farm and my grandfather had banana trees and the leaf, them dry leaf, them come down. Sometimes them underneath the banana leaf that comes down land, we hide because we're small. You can't them walk right by on those here into some bushes underneath the coffee
Yeah.
tree, something like
But
that.
what I
Can't
used
find
to
it.
do, I used to shimmy up a tree quick and hide up there. And me sit down up there and you down there run up and down and look for me. And me have a bird's eye view while you are run up and down and me just a chill. Sometime I needberry tree, me I'll start peel and pick needberry and go and eat. Pick off all a seed and fling it and lick the smell. I say, who that?
But guess what? So I had a thing. I don't know why. I had a thing for a drum pan. I used to love
She go down in
when
a drum pan.
me used to love going a drum pan. And
And
and it
everybody always have a cutout jump on. That's how we before them to go lay the egg.
so,
The jump.
so we had a drum pan in the back of the yard. And one time, we play hide and seek. and everybody scatter. Because I either would go over to like my neighbor over Eddie them, or over Marlin cross the street, or Miss Rita them in front of us. And so if we hide and seek, go, we're not hide and seeking on the property.
No.
No, man, you scatter, man.
But one time now, where I was standing, and when they say time for play and who are countdown and so, me I wonder Mass Elmo grave, and, and so that next.
Lord,
Mas Elmo should I ball out? I said, see me here.
So I thought of the drum pan, but I said them no, me love going to drum pan, not
them all look
necessarily,
better
but
first.
not necessarily for the hide and seek. So the first thing me think of, me look across Miss Yoon them, and there is the graveside them. Cause we not have no grave on for we property. So me just kindly run go catch up behind. But it didn't have one of those high headstones. So
Right.
me actually lay down.
Mhm,
Me lay down on the ground behind the headstone.
mhm.
It high enough. Are you little? So them now go really. Are you know
Right.
say for a while. Them a call Dennis, because it game over them find most of them and can't find me.
Mhm.
Because nobody is thinking that, oh,
You're gone there, so.
so there's a slight little drainage that divides the property,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just jump
Trench,
over
a
it.
trench.
A trench, right? You jump over it, man. And behind Mass Helmo, we go catch up.
God of God.
So you must know that even though people bury their families on properties and so, there was no fear.
You're
After
not
me,
afraid,
I'm
no.
not
Uh-uh.
afraid. I just lay down behind Marcelmo right there. So, and then when them a call no, because the game done. Hi, half of everybody
Get
dispersed.
find out already.
They can't find me. So at that time, I have to come out and say, "See me here."
But you
I
know, say
said,
Mhm.
you win. You win.
"Well, yeah, that was the thing,
They no
right?"
Right.
must.
Because
So,
you were
so,
the longest to find. The person who them can't find,
so
you win.
And them win. We were playing to one of my neighbor. And them they had a big kitchen. And them had a room where the grandfather used to call him butchery. That's
Mm-hmm.
a one old word for like
yeah,
a
butchery, like a
storage.
Pantry,
storage room,
He
pantry.
storage or
right.
pantry.
And
Mm-hmm.
him going there and hide because you used to have like they used to like cut the bananas them and put them in there for ripen, and
Right.
it had a lot of trash and all of that. And him hide till him fall asleep in there. I wait for somebody for him find him, and him fall out, but we couldn't find him. All we are say we give up and we are going no sound until we start
No,
search.
sir.
And I think I mother, kind of would have keep like yam extra stuff, you're gonna cook
Yes.
now. And then going to go find him in there asleep.
Well, hey,
But let me tell,
when
but
you
let me
know
tell,
for
but let me,
hide, when you know
yeah,
to
but
hide,
let me tell you my hide and seek story. We have play hide and seek at we church one night, and we have play hide and seek. They were doing some expansion on the church, so we were small, so we are not have much help. We're more in the way because they want people to carry sand and rock stone and what have
Mhm.
you. And some people are cook and yeah, make a thing of it. And so we the younger ones now that they are play and we decide to play hide and seek. And everybody run off, go hide, and me a the seeker. And me a look on and me a find people and I find people. And then me go up against the fence and I saw two eyes. So the girl, but we never find now. Me I say, me see you come out, and there's something not budging. Me see the two bright eyes, and you have the croton tree, them just make a fence and them cut them, them make a nice hedge.
Mhm.
Yes.
So me I say, me see you, and I the something. I mean, to me, the girl now move. So I go up to the fence and stick my face in. And I say, see you there, so now the one patu. The potty just fly up so in my face. Me say, I make a screech. May I tell you, me run fast till me drop, man.
And
It
for
was the
those who
two.
don't know, That's an
Yeah,
owl.
the pato is an owl.
An owl.
The pato just fly and say, ahoo, and just fly.
Push.
That was something else.
Well,
The
well,
two big bright eyes.
well. Thankfully for me, as Elmo never get up.
Right?
Well,
That
say,
was
for me, we play hide and seek. My grandmother said we must leave the property. We must leave the place. Because, me and Tammy and Yuan, and I was the only girl. So anything they did, I was behind them. But anyway, today we are playing hide and seek. And it was Nepato. But one of them went underneath the bed. And grandma
really?
underneath the
Okay.
bed. But grandma said me, because I'm here search. But grandma said, me if go inside for something. So even though we're playing, she told me to go and pick up something. And I went in the room and me just feel something grab on for my foot. So
Oh,
something like so say me ball
you check
out
off.
because me not expect something underneath the bed. And
Mm-hmm.
something now come hold on for my foot while me pass the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Say me ball out, kick out. Grandma said, what is going on in there?
So what was that? Somebody else did under the bed?
No, one of my brother was underneath the bed. Me never know that he was underneath the bed. But because I by it, but nothing was more scary than you feel something hold on by your foot.
Well, yeah.
Something crawl onto my foot, some animal or something like that, and screaming or whatever.
So we're gonna take a short break. We want to welcome you to to this Satideh Mawnin Runnings here. I'm sure the takeaways will be interesting from the Patu to the graveside, the places that we have huddled
Oh,
to prevent being found.
yeah.
So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Remember the joy of your childhood, the laughter echoing through the streets, the rush of excitement as you competed in games with your friends. We played games like Name an Animal, Place or Thing, and Ship Sail, Sail Fast. Satideh Mawnin Runnings invites you to games we used to play. Remember the excitement we felt as we dashed barefoot through the streets, memorizing every line. The high fives we shared, locking them down big time. For Satideh Mawnin Runnings crew, it's not just a game, it's a journey back to the carefree days of our youth. So, let's gather our friends and families, lace up our sneakers, or not, and join us in celebrating the spirit of fun, competition, and togetherness. Let's connect with the games of our past. Let the fun begin as Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come make we talk.
We're having a belly full of laughs for true.
And you see, as you play the poem, Lady D, with the ship sail fast. I used to love it, I don't know how y'all played it, but we would play it with roast corn.
Yes.
Yes.
You sit
Yes,
down
me
and you
too.
eat for those who don't know. Because back in the day, my grandfather, was a farmer, and then he would you have excess amount of stuff, whatever the crop was coming in, you find something to do with it. So they would like roast a whole bunch of corn, and you would just sit down and do a guessing game. You just break off couple grains, hide it in your hand, and you say ship sail. And them say "Sail fast." You say how many men, and they
How many
whatever
men?
number they say. If that's the amount of corn grain in your hand, you give the person. I
Yes.
remember when your hand dirty, them I eat it, see your hand blacky and all
Yes.
coming from the river. You just say, eh. And them catch
Yeah.
it and put in their mouth and they eat it. And you say, my turn, ship sail.
From I was young though. From I was young, I never liked roast corn, roast fish, roast yam.
No,
They
me didn't like
always had a
17
big
road.
Trish case, and to this day, I'm not a fan
No,
at all.
sir, me didn't love
Mm,
it.
no,
But
me
the
not do
thing
that.
is, ship sail, it was mostly, it was a lot of grown people that played that game,
Yeah.
especially like you said, farmers
Yeah,
and
man, the whole
men.
family, the whole family. Yeah.
Yeah, men come a dead yard and so on, and the kids pick it up after. But it was amazing to us to watch the
Mm,
elders, the older people play that
yeah,
game, because we
that
just
was,
look at the older people as people who are rigid and they're disciplinarians or whatever. We not really see them in that light, like they
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
play games. When you saw them, when you watch them playing a game like that, it's like we were stuck to it, just watching them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why we need to let this generation know. I mean, I understand why people just stop them something they so. Me know say life hard and challenging and all of that stuff, but last ma, we were little one time. You know what I mean? Not
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
bringing these things back and saying, I mean, short of having an evening where you indulge in all of this, you have your family do the same thing now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just because
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
these things are memories. You have like people of our generation know that we are the quote unquote younger grandparents, because back in the sometimes if I'm out of my grandchildren say, grandma, you look at me and say, oh, I thought they were your kids. And I'm like, yeah, they are my kids, but they're grandkids, because grandparents don't really look like this, back in the
Yes.
Thank
day.
you.
Mother
So
tie the hair,
fabulous.
and
Yeah.
things of that nature. But we still should, pass these things on, so it doesn't die out. Because if we don't pass it on, it will die out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Indeed.
And
Oh
I want,
yes.
yeah, because with them having technology, we never had technology, and we weren't bored. I see children now saying, "Oh, I'm bored," and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, seriously,
Well,
really?
guess what? They will be bored because they are not cultured into doing a lot of outdoor stuff. So technology is what has taken precedence for them. That's where they
Mhm.
go to.
Not
To
only
uh, they don't. It's for us. It
no.
was different. If we want to talk to somebody, um, a town or some other part of the country or world, we walk with foot, go down at the call box,
Right.
join the line, talk to
Oh,
people.
but Lady D, hold on. There is a terminology for that now. I was trying to. They have a terminology now where it is akin to multitasking, but it is not called that. It is
Mm,
incorporating like your leisure time or your downtime with something else. It's all the rave now. Is
Excuse
that
me?
no? Yeah, it like what did he say a while ago? It would be like say, what if she hasn't seen me for a while, and but
mhm,
she wants to walk. She's a walker. That is all she gets in her steps. That's her exercise routine. She can call me and say, "Let's go walking." So on the one hand, she's still doing that task or completing that thing she likes of walking, and she catching up with me at the same time. You know what I
mhm.
mean? So,
Uh-uh.
so, so I literally saw them do a presentation earlier this week on Channel 7 on Good Morning America, and the girl was
I will,
showing, yeah, man, and then I make a big, I mean, I suppose we look for where do them something there.
I will do them something there. Exactly.
Well,
They
hey.
were showing like you could brew in your coffee, and while you're putting your pods in and it's brewing, then you're doing your face. You could also
I want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say.
cleaning your makeup brushes, and you could, Mr. Look up Papa Jesus, look for where do them something there.
Yes, yes.
And we then say we're home, and we then call up each, not call up, we have to go meet up because we didn't have phones. Meet up
Mhm.
and arrange. Say, all right, tomorrow we're going river. We're going wash. We're going river tomorrow, and we'll leave about 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We're
Mhm.
Right.
going river early, and we're going
Mhm.
wash. I don't know. So
Mhm.
one little boat going run at the
Hello.
riverside.
Mhm.
Something, wait, listen, not to get off topic, I may want to say something else. What we used to do, and then I was a little one, my cousins were all older. When I wash in there, the Mass Lion that was done in his name was Lionel, but no nobody now but with all of that stuff. It's just Lion, Mass Lion. We used to go Mass Lion shop and they would have buy like 2 salt mackerel. Or they would have buy 1 saltfish, the whole big broad saltfish, And they
Yeah.
would carry the river. And when we get to the river, they would tie it. They would tie it into water to soak out, Them just tie it and put a big rock to hold it
Listen
down.
to me, no, son. I want
Yeah, man, the river trickle and go the fish are
Yes.
smoke out. And then the land where the river was, well, the part of the river that we like to go, kind have the deep hole fish jumping in and diving and swimming, and you have the washing area. And as the good Lord would have so made it, there were some rock formations that you could
Just
have got
like
scraped
our
through.
river coast.
Yes,
Yeah.
put the whites to burn and all that. And them you my cousins them the boy them would have got pick some breadfruit, line up the breadfruit them for roast, make a little trench, line them up for roast. And when the fish when by the time them do all of that and somebody have some gold seal butter, 2 stick of gold seal butter,
Yes.
and then the females will be washing, and who
Right.
can catch Janga, whatever. And when them finish, when by the time that the breadfruit them finish roast and the washing got to a certain point. 'Cause remember now we know a whole day. So you go wash and hang out down there for dry.
Mm-hmm.
Food carry warm, We not carry no wet clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And they would roast the fish. And they would have peel the breadfruit and then cut out the heart and stick piece of butter in the middle. So the butter so it melt down and you break the side and dip. And with a piece
Yes.
of fish. That was a two day. I
While
one time and
the
beard.
all right, so before we know we're able to do all that task by ourselves when we were younger, when we'd go like with grandma, no, the picnic them now, but then I kin poop a lick in the water.
And a
Yes.
chopping. You used to chop.
And I kin poop
Yeah,
a lick
chop.
Chop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in the water. That was our game. And then grandma then call, so we have to come hold on on the sheet or something, ring it or something, or if help her hold on on the
Yes.
sheet to throw it over the tree so it could
Yeah.
dry. And then we're gone back now in the water, gone kin poop a lick. You know what them
Right.
call? What we call kin poop a lick? That was our game.
I
Yeah.
tell you. But who remembers Stuck in the Mud? Now, me tell you, say some of these games, people so intentional. One time we play Stucky, and me say me get a lick in my back, me cough same time.
Oh, God.
Yes, because the aim is to really get you.
Yeah.
Me mean to say me cough, I get a lick. Me cough, me cough, me cough, me cough.
You
You know,
know
say they lick the ear out of your lungs. Them do.
Listen, man.
what happened?
Yes, they lick the ear out of your lungs completely. You have to
Stuck
cough.
in the mud.
Look, your lungs never collapse.
Me tell
The coughing was the compensation to bring it back.
you. So
This
here Evelyn say no, Sharon. Maybe I try track you, You are kill me. Sharon's on a roll.
that's just the memories.
Me telling you.
Yes, man.
But good memories.
Hmm.
Across the Caribbean, there are so many similarities.
Yeah.
We may phrase them differently, but
Right.
it's the same game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They might call it something different. But
And to us, we don't get bored. I could have go outside and be in my hula hoop, like for the whole day
If
yeah.
I even by yourself.
by
Yes.
myself. You
Yeah.
didn't have to have people, your friends with you.
Mm-hmm.
You can just play by yourself.
Yes.
Now, we
That's
never
why
had a cellar, but I mean, other children in the
A
community
Yeah.
have
cellar. Yeah,
cellars.
that's cellar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you go in the
basement.
cellar.
For people who don't know basement. Yes.
No,
The
well,
cellar.
well, that was the exposed basement. This
Very
another
unfinished.
enclosed.
Very
Oh yes. Oh yes. But that's where they used to leave stuff to keep kept cool.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
My
Yes,
mother,
and all crocus bag and all wood and board and fire stick, firewood and them something they go on the cellar.
my grandmother had some no, they call it earthenware, um
Right.
earthenware jars, and they have good sizes, and that's where she would do the corn pork. She would have put the pork in it because it was made out of clay or whatever, and
Boy.
not say or whatever. That's what it's made out of, and she would corn the pork in that, so it was kept cool. It was sealed and
Yes.
and it was kept cool and stuff like
That
that.
was
Under the cellar.
sweet.
Yeah, what man?
What I loved to see though, which girls, not a lot of girls did that, but when the boys would create their box truck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because they would like join two boxes or so, cut out the bottom of one
Mm-hmm.
and join them up together and then
Mm,
put them wheel on it. And when you see those boys and tire, when you see those boys
Yes.
have such fun
yeah.
creating their box trucks and
Mm-hmm.
them tire and them a seal go down the road.
The road. And
But
we were
Oh
on
my
a little
God, man.
incline. My
but do
grandmother
you
used to
all
sew.
them had the whole sound effects down to a T. When you go
Yes.
them had the whole sound effects to a T.
Man.
Just sound, and now them a go around corner, them go gang 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 gang. And sometimes them say a bus and we are passenger and we have to lean so and we lean so that
Yes. Yes, and when them never having trucks, and like we all wanted to play, is that we have to hold on by each other. So
Right.
it's
yeah,
like we form with one behind the other, and you hold
Yeah.
on the waist, and then we go in between the banana trees, them, and we go,
yeah,
so we go around the corner, and you
Oh my
yeah,
God.
come in the coach truck, I come around the next corner.
So
You
good.
think it's a locomotive going in between
right.
these trees and
So
around the
good.
corner. So
So
But
good. So
sometimes they
good.
just flash off the one on the back. Cause them want sometimes they want lose passenger. So them do them want to flash off.
Yes. Yes.
and
And
especially if you're slow,
sometimes
especially
they
if you're
would do the
slow.
dally. When they would do the dally,
Right.
if you can't
Yes.
keep up, yeah. Yeah, do the
Well,
dally. So
grass buckle cut off my foot doing that.
Ui.
Because we never wear shoes. We never have on shoes.
Ui,
Going
yeah.
going through the banana walk and the water grass and them something they never realized a grass buckle. I
Ooh.
want to call grass buckle, grass buckle,
yes.
Well, it's glass buckle, but
Yes.
call it grass
Grass
buckle.
buckle.
grass buckle,
Grass buckle cut you.
grass buckle cut my
Uh,
foot.
So So yeah, so let's take a break. So so you talk about your shirts. Then him say, here Lady D, you were definitely saved by grace and mercy
Amen.
for, for such a time as now. I don't
eh?
like because we did
No,
nearly
I bet you no can't believe say a lady D.
no because we did nearly drown one time and the next day I go teach myself to swim.
All right. See that?
He says, I would like to produce enough for Broadway. Then at Tower Hill, we say, but kuya.
Excuse me.
All. Big up.
Go on. So
Oh,
so let's take a little break. I always try to find videos to mirror our topics. So I just
mm-hmm.
like you to pause and ladies, as you're watching, then you can think of what next. Can we ever have something? But think of something because we're heading over to um just some memories, just like we're talking about here now. And then, so I hope everybody, I'm not seeing a lot of people posting on never little.
Aye.
One time, two.
Everybody just spring up,
We don't
so.
understand how nobody is posting up. And
Them
hello, you
This
just kindly,
we're talking about while you find your video, we're
yeah.
talking about these kids and their them not being able to go outside. They lose this whole social interaction. They
Yes,
don't have
man.
that because they're
No,
stuck on this one little thing called a tablet all day and stuff like that. That there's no social interaction,
none.
and they don't know how to interact with each other.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
Other Jamaican children's pastimes were the Ruga prior to the mid 1990s. Those of us who are late 20s may have been
Yeah.
around when the popularity of Jamaican children's pastimes began to recede.
I don't
Well,
know what riverbed that,
once and outdoors. Before video games, color television, cable TV, 24-hour TV programming, the internet, and the computer games. In those days, it was almost an only just to pass the time cooped up indoors. There were ring games, and the games, skipping, marbles, kite flying, and so much more. Boredom was unheard of because we had 10,000 ways to inject fun and frolic into any day. It was even more fun when the adults jumped in and strutted their stuff. That was pretty cool. In those days, we had our parents wondering where our energy came from. Yeah, we had them literally scratching their heads. Now we have the Ministry of Health and Wellness scratching its head, trying to come up with ways to get the nation to become physically active again. And that's very sad. But anyway, back to the subject of Jamaican ring games. Dandy Shandy. This is a ball game consisting of 3 players and maybe 4 if possible to be more exciting. This game must be played outdoors, in a big wide open area, preferably on a grass field. There are 2 pitchers, each standing on either side, and the third player standing in the middle. A ball is used for pitching, throwing at speeds of up to 120 miles per hour at the player standing in the
Sure.
middle. Ball is
Mm.
stuck
You
to
see
one
that?
big juice box.
what? And that's a
Put
boy.
newspaper on the 4
Did it
corners around the
accent
ball.
you?
And the shandy is a very exciting game, as the ball is thrown at high speeds by the pitchers towards the third player standing in the middle. This player must do all kinds of gymnastic style airborne jumps and leaps to prevent the ball from hitting he or she. Also, ducking and side jumping the missile. The game gets extremely
I
exciting as the
See
player
that?
in the middle does these acrobatic jumps.
Stop
that's
it.
This
it.
can be considered a girl's game as all girls can play, which makes the game a must see. Brown
Sure.
Girl in the Rooster do. Brown Girl in the Ring. This is a ring game, no doubt adapted from England. Players form a ring holding hand. One girl goes into the middle of the ring and starts skipping around to the beat of this little tune. Bull in a Pen. This is a tense, rough, and super exciting game, much loved by every child and adults in Jamaica. This game is basically a story of a mother hen and her chicken, a bull in the pen, and a hawk. The mother hen is protecting her brood, who are tightly lined up behind her, each little chick clutching tightly onto each other and in step with every move that mother hen does. The bull is standing a couple feet in front of the mother hen, taunting and jeering, making noise, and trying everything to reach behind mother hen to grab one of her precious chicks. What can you do? Punchinella, little
Oh,
fella.
yes. Remember that.
This game has
Mm-hmm.
one player in the middle of the ring, always given the name Punchinella. While everyone else claps their hands singing What Can You Do, Punchinella, Little Fella, Punchinella stops in front of a random member of the ring and performs an action of his or her choosing, a gesture, dance move, or feat of coordination, which all the players must mimic while singing. We can do with 2 Punchinella, Little Fella. The person Punchinella stops in front of then takes on the role. Farmer in the Dell. A ring is formed with one person identified as the farmer. While the ring sings, the farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell, ayo, there you, the farmer in the dell. The farmer shalloms between the members of the ring, darting into and out of the circle. As the ring sings, the farmer takes a wife, the farmer takes a member of the ring by the hand and continues to zigzag with the wife in tow. As the wife takes a child, they form a line of 3. The child then takes a nurse, who takes a dog, who takes a cat, who takes a rat, who takes the cheese. This line then loses members in the same order, to the tune as the farmer run away, and so on. After the rat has rejoined the ring, the cheese stands alone in the middle of the circle. The children in the ring then sing. We all take a bite as they collapse the circle and crowd around the cheese. It was commonplace for children to wind up with a good licking or spanking, or taken to fulfill an errand because they stopped to play and got so caught up in the moment that time
Yeah.
slipped away.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of corporal punishment was often overcome, though by the immense appeal and fun of ring games. There are many Jamaican ring games that we could not include here. These include Old MacDonald, Johnny was a Miller, 1 and 20, Back to Back My Baby, Bingo was his name,
Mm-hmm.
and Zaki, Unique, and Ben.
Right.
Sorry I could not include them all, but you should see at least 1 or 2 that you can remember playing or would like to play with your children, grandchildren. other family members, or old friends. I have been Alex. Stay blessed.
Sure.
You still
That
like
was
120,
refreshing. That
Eh?
was refreshing.
2, 120, 3 and 4 and 5 and
20,
20, 27. And when you open up and sing, 28.
29,
yeah.
30,
But
Yes.
you
and
see that
30s.
farmer in the dell did that farmer in the dell did make whole heap of romance begin. Because when the husband takes the wife, I really wife that.
Yes, brother. And
Every,
you're
every round,
specially chosen.
yeah, every round them for the same wife. Whoa,
Mhm.
people can't them pick one different wife the next trip.
Like you
Listen,
say, you choose me the last time.
Yes,
listen,
Mhm.
games
listen.
that played
I
indoors,
used
like
to play marbles too, I used to play marbles with the boys too.
yeah, man. Before we get
Yes.
to the marbles, we do marbles too. But on a rainy day and you're inside,
Mm-hmm.
we used to do like a finger puppet. Which you make like a little triangle, put your finger in on both
Yes.
hands,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and you put two little dicky birds sitting on the
The
wall.
ball.
And
One named
So
Peter,
one,
Peter,
one
one
named
name
Paul.
Paul. Fly
Mm-hmm. Fly
away,
away,
Peter.
Peter.
Fly
Fly
away,
away,
Paul.
Paul. Come
Come
okay.
back,
back, Peter.
Peter.
Come back,
Come back,
Paul.
Paul.
Had to be
That
quick
was
with the finger because when Peter fly away and that time if he come back, if he not come back, then boom.
yes, yes.
Why we
Oh,
don't know
great
Jackie?
memories.
Eh? Eh?
Why marble?
No, my mess, I used to play marble with them boy too.
Yes.
Me too.
We
Mm-hmm.
fire the marble same way like them. I
Mm-hmm.
hit the marble out of the middle of the ring. Just
And
like them.
And you used to have your dash, you used to have your like a thread bag with your perps. Remember your perps
yes,
and your
the perps.
you can't
Yes.
give up your perps. If you have to give up our perps, you're vex. You
Mm-hmm.
give it to your perps.
And they make them clear out a little section of the ground, and
Yes.
then make sure say it's flat, and then make the
Yeah, you
circle
pick
and put the marbles in there.
it
And
And then
when
you have to,
some of these games were seasonal. So whether it's in the community you live or when you go to school,
right, yes.
just I mean you can't either wait to get to school or come back home.
Yeah, but you know which one we couldn't wait to get to school to play because by then my cousins had grown and I was the last one at home with my grandparents. I mean, I had about if you play with, and so at certain times, you remember bounce back with the rubber bands. You would throw one against the wall and it drop, and then if the other person come and throw this and it have to land on it, and
oh yes,
whosoever rubber band
yes,
drop on the other one, and after a while you pick up all of them, you clear the thing,
yes.
and you don't have
And then you
whole
link them.
At
Then you
all.
link them so you don't lose them.
right, and then after you get a whole lot, now you start you can just use if you play Chinese skip.
Chinese
Mhm.
skip. Yes, that's what I was telling Ryan. He was talking about the elastic band game, but that was it. That's what I put on the chat. That was Chinese skip.
At the chat. Me look on the chat. But we used to do the bounce back, man. We do the bounce back. Forget
Yes.
the rubber bands. And sometimes would I get licking up because if you're going back late and them say, where you coming from? And you have a whole story and you coming with your handful of rubber band. Then also you was playing bounce back. And that school had that nice wall. Lord have mercy.
But the thing is, that what we used to use to play the Chinese skip, we used to hunt down the drinks bottles and for the caps,
Mm,
the bottle
okay.
caps, and we used to use stick or knife or whatever and dig out
And
the little
she go,
rubber in the ring of the bottle cap, and it
mm-hmm.
would have a little thinner rubber thing in the middle of it. That's where take that out and
Yeah.
then link it to the other one that we find, and it was strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the elastic that we use for the what do you call it, the Chinese skip came from the bottle caps, the drinks bottle caps.
And it took hundreds.
Yes, took a long time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but we had the patience, and we'd hunt down the bottle caps,
After we don't
and
know where nothing for do. Of course, until you have to shop and pick up as many as you can pick up.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
whatever we must say here some about doctor and nurse. I want to talk about this,
doctor
ever.
and nurse. Oh no, we used to play Mama and Papa.
Oh yes.
I remember another throw off game from that was Dotty Muma. Remember Dotty Muma?
Okay, Mama.
Dotty Muma. Children, children, get
Yes,
Yes, Mama.
Mama.
to have big
You've
to
been took.
for
Run, Papa.
bread and cheese. Where is my share? Up in
Up
the
in the
air.
air.
Can I
Yes.
broken chair?
Climb
So
on a broken chair.
I
Suppose
Suppose
I
I
fall.
fall. I do
I
not
don't
care.
care. I face it. What's the way I face it with grandma, you know?
and then
Can you imagine?
and then she said, who teaches you such bad manners? The dog. Who is the dog? You. And then
You
I run you down and anybody first get catch get a lick.
get me. but you remember we also used to play baseball. And our
Yeah.
baseball game can last for the whole
Yes,
recess. Eh?
Mhm.
does.
Around us, but we call it baseball. And
That's
if
what we
you
used to call
ever,
it.
if they throw the ball and the ball miss you, you can run all over the school and them run you
Yes.
down, all down
Yes.
in a gully. Me
Mm-hmm.
say people run out of school all over, jump over people fence down in a gully just to get away from the persons, and they will run you down, and lick you with that ball,
So,
And
but
then
guess what?
it's a
So I used to love when cricket time
Mm.
because we get with coconut bat.
Yes, man. Yes.
So
yes,
Fuck
and
and bat. Yeah.
I had a good aim.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Me
I
too.
I could bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I could
And
bat, I could bat.
some people never like when I'm my time.
Uh-huh.
Because not likely them going to stay
Me
long.
used to point, me used to point face. Say, there's some me I go. There's some me.
I could bat.
Yes. I
Me could
was a
feel like
bowler
bat.
man. hmm
Listen,
When we get the
what would
ball.
be what could hurt people, is somebody who could bat, and you think, you're a good bowler, and then them see you come, and then them just run down, like run from the wicket, run down in the middle
I
and
block.
lick your ball, See,
Flick
so
your
everybody start laugh after you because you think say
feet.
you are the big time bowler, and somebody just
Mhm.
lick a six off of you like that.
Oh my God.
But on the other hand, you have some people who couldn't bat to save their life and then lick out
Not
for dog.
one bit.
Lick out for
Them
dog.
buried on the wicket.
If you
Remember
know,
what?
you know,
One
them man
lunchtime. We can't forget Jean. Jean, Jean, she's still there, Jamaica. Jean. Jean, ready up, man, for bat and me a bowl. Me mean to say one seal, me seal.
eh,
Jean out. Me say Jean
lick
just
out
dashed when the she just
wicket.
dashed when the coconut but
Start your ball.
that's the way I kiss our teeth. Oh God, no sir.
Oh my gosh.
All
Hey,
jumping.
listen.
We used to there's how when you walk into the schoolyard, there was a little mound and then you step down into nothing but dirt. So we
Mm-hmm.
used to um tie up um elastic band, rubber band, and
Mm-hmm.
create one long something and tie it from one part of the pole where we use for either netball or so, not netball, volleyball,
Mm-hmm.
and tie to the other end. No, you not even think about landing badly. There's something that not come to your mind.
No fear. No
So
fear.
run, and when you jump, no, you jump down onto the flat surface. So up at the top of grass and down the side,
Yes.
kind of reddish dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so we would adjust, we make sure we wear bloomers when we know we're going to fall back. And not ask, not jump. And some of us should have gone to high jump because we were just jumping and jump down in a that because dirt patch
Mm,
there. So that was a thing on Friday. And I tell you no, that my grandmother hated the fact that on a Friday I choose not to wear shoes.
mm-hmm.
Come in know me, I go play all day. So some of we nobody wear no shoes, and we have shoes in our yard.
Mm-hmm.
And we walk, go to school in our shoes, and we can't wait for half day on a Friday. And we jump, we jump, we jump. You see, by the time you go home, your foot, your toenail,
Oh, please. All kind of casualty. All
all
kind of stuff.
listen,
Sometimes when you I me a beard, hear me. I. You might say, I want this. Nothing, ma'am.
yes.
But when this soap getting at the cut where you get where you are try hide.
And me used to have pop toe a lot. No, no,
Oh,
why? Me used to have pop toe. You remember pop toe, right?
yeah.
Me used to get pop toe. And for
Mm,
Yes, me used to get that.
yeah, but it's because you're busy having up and down and a stepping on all kind of something.
Most painful.
yeah.
From one of these excursion, me buck off the whole of my toe. And I try hide it from my grand.
Some point, but me grand me that's your buck off your toe head.
Well, me buck off the toe, the toenail
Yeah.
and everything
My
hang
nail,
off over the side. So,
my
Hey,
right toe. Me charge my right toe when me there town.
yes, buck
Me
off the
charged my
toe.
right toenail into a big stone that was right at when we live on Linders Road, right at the front of the house by the veranda. There was a huge stone there, big. I may seal because me tell people if me I go a shop, me run. Anywhere me run. That's why
you
me end up being an athlete. Me run for everything.
She should have a pen relay. But I never put
Me
her in a
run.
pen.
No, you know the year I wanted to qualify, that's the year me drop over the hurdle.
oh,
Oh,
I was doing very well.
mm,
Yeah. But I was running from in the hall
eh,
and me think me they clear the stone cause something you do all the while. You know when
eh.
you reach this, but my foot never where your grandfather said my foot never go with me.
mm.
Eh.
Me mean to say me charge my foot in a the something. Me feel just like when me did hit the water from that jump when me wig they drop off. I saw me
Mhm.
feel that I saw me and the other day, me give somebody the joke. They never hear about a weak story. But anyway,
Oh,
I may feel a pain. When me look, the nail lift up and just move.
Mine
oh,
too.
The
That's what
right big
happened to
toe.
me.
Listen, man. Me I look at this meaty looking thing
mm.
and them dress it and dress it. Me never go to doctor or not. Them dress that and you would have never know. You'd have never know that anything happened to the nail. It just grew back.
Yeah.
Yes, mine too.
Mm-hmm. The
I
nail.
was trying to hide it from my grandmother, and I try to hide it. She sent me go down to this lady, Miss Roslyn, to pick up something. And me,
Roslyn too, you know.
I hide it. Me stand up on Miss Roslyn doorway, wait for the thing. I hide my toe behind here. So I know these people like they have them just them eyes just good like that. And Miss Roslyn said, "Oh, me can't hide your foot."
Mm.
Right? Because you
I
know
mean, I
you.
try hide it. Maybe I say, "Oh, she Miss Roslyn, she knows me have foot."
Uh-huh.
And she looked at me and said, "But you kick off your buck off the whole of your toe."
Mhm.
Oh,
I have one more video to share with everyone. One more.
Oh my goodness.
Watching the JCDC's season, because they do all of these events leading up to independence. So the finales are on and they have speech, dance, music, drama, stuff like that. So every day I'm sitting as I'm working, I'm watching live via YouTube. So it's been good. And so I came across Caleb Lawrence and his presentation in the speech, day one, is media make them famous. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We're wrapping up Saturday morning runnings. Liquor style, not now spoil round here.
oh.
So stay with us, everybody.
Media make them famous by having a phone. Me have one tone is here. Even if me off the wall. Me can't understand one. Me and media of the talk. For them of all kind of people. When them I know girlies are so, but a decent one she be. If girlie could have wear clothes, she would expose her body. For everywhere she think clothes. Did you ever put it on? Me and media, I got have it out, then must tell me where I want.
In my media, I'm gonna have it out.
You want with me? I'm having told him cutie man.
Yes.
Look,
Oh, I feel like a pitney like that. So talented, can memorize something like
Listen,
that.
man.
I mentioned that because I recently went to a school event for one of the girls here, and my mother and I had to be looking at each other because the simple things that they had to say,
Then
they were
remember.
them no remember it. Them have to have one like a piece of paper in front of them on book leaf, and
oh,
them full of attitude, and the something no come off good, and it was very simple. And my mother, who teach Pitney younger than them, my mother had to be looking at them and say, them no rehearse them Pitney here. They don't challenge these kids because
no.
my mother's kids. 4, 5, 6 years old, when she put them on stage, them can win any competition.
Listen, man, when we little, me say, little, me
Listen,
remember from grade 5. Remember all my teacher, when him come and say, like on a Friday, him say, memorize Isaiah 40.
listen.
No, say, when Monday morning coming up,
You
and
better know it.
him line you up at the step. There was a step right outside the class. And say, come with it. Man, God help you, you know.
Yeah,
Man.
You know, remember me. And then when you know it, they teach you to say it with expression. Let me tell
Expression.
you,
yes,
my granddaughter just did a spoken word piece with 2 other children. And might I say they came first for the state?
Check.
oh,
Okay.
Came
Nice.
congratulations.
Yeah, and it was a lot of speaking. It was a lot of lines. It was rhythmic, and they had to like say, know who comes in next and turn the body and do the this and the that. And between me and her mother, and we make sure we drill her
Yes,
memory anyway, but we drill her with the expression and coming out with it. We can't take when people just in a little tears them just but
listen,
therefore they're
listen.
being taught.
Yeah,
Me
man.
no want to be discriminating or whatever, but I think American kids are not challenged in those areas, and those things can develop a
No, speak
child
that.
make them more rounded. They
Rounded.
learn much better
But
because
that's how we learned.
that's how we
We learned
learn.
our lines. I
Yeah,
remember when we there. That's how I fell in love. I talk about it about literature and
Yes,
speech
yeah.
and stuff.
yeah.
Because when we learn Nature by H.D. Carberry.
Listen,
Mm.
Listen, man, when
we
the
have to
say
put
the
ourselves into
teacher
it.
done with us, we even have accent.
Yeah, yeah. We to the part why in about 5 more minutes. But while we are presenting, you can't tell we nothing,
Hey,
Oh,
straight Queen's English.
man.
We just drop it so. And we know
yes,
when we know the inflection of we know everything. We just deliver.
Yeah.
yes. People
And
see
Message.
us.
the stance, everything. These children no know none of that stuff. I like to say it's not their fault.
No, the teachers will tell you too that when they give the kids a certain things to go home, they give them on a little piece of paper or something, and tell the parents, say, what kind of holy but something that the teacher is giving this young child. Listen,
Yeah,
this is when you bend it. This is when they really understand what it meant when they said that. Bend the tree when it's young. That it not only mean that you should discipline them from their young or whatever. It also means that they're more susceptible to learn
mhm,
certain things. It's this is the best time you teach them a language. They're
Mm-hmm.
more resilient. Children are more resilient than you think. They
yeah,
can learn a language between in the age of, let's say, from them born to 10 years old. You teach them
Yes,
any language,
that's their
five,
foundation.
six
that's
language
right.
they can learn.
Yeah,
They're more
I'm
resilient.
amazed. I'm amazed every year when I watch the progress of the Caribbean children.
Yes,
yes,
man.
They
very
are,
important.
I mean, if you can go back and just type JCDC 2024 in YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the presentations, you see the amount of work and you see their willingness to
Right.
want to win this thing.
And the dedication.
Yes,
Yes.
man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But you know what?
amazing.
So these parents now they will sit down and take a few minutes to flash off an email to the teacher telling them why the picnic can't do it instead of
Yes.
sitting down and helping them through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And cut
That's
off the teacher. They're more likely to cut off the teacher.
Yeah.
you know, me, my daughter a teacher, me know. They will sit
Yes.
relate all the this and the that and the whys and the wherefores instead
Yes.
of and look here and it's and you know it's spending time, it's pouring in to these youngsters because them are going to grow in known time. You look around, there are men and women, and you
Yeah.
are going and they are coming. And you know, pass on nothing. You just dead it. So and it might I just say I'm very excited for summer because my primary school is celebrating 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
yes, and this year there has been three activities so far. There are two more left in the celebration because you know it has been spread out over the year. So there is going to be a fun day with games and such the likes like we've been talking about at the
Mm-hmm.
school, at the school. So you know, say me are going on my element. May the good Lord strengthen me and give me give me the grace. Today. It's gonna be
Yes.
and they have even I mean we have, you know we have the chapters and so on and you know we have you know meetings and so and they are even making uniforms for us all me too you know
Sure. Hey,
I'm gonna go to school
what's
now
the uniform of the day?
And make sure you comb your ear in a too.
with all ribbon and bubble.
And put on your ribbon and your bubbles. Yes, we love them something there. All right, Emma, get ready because you're going to produce we. All right.
Right?
If we didn't ever have it, if
Mm-hmm.
Look,
I did ever next year, we didn't just do the show from there.
May I tell
look,
you?
look, I forgot what date. I think it's gonna be on a week. I remember which date in a July.
Weekday?
I have to check. But if I can put a snippet of it, I don't know. I have to see. But I'm very very excited. Very very
Yes.
100 years. The school been in existence since 1924. And me and my mother went to the same primary school. Might I say?
Oh,
Wow.
wonderful.
Really
That
nice.
is wonderful. Well, my primary school, Free Hill all age school it was at the time. This is in St. Anne. And now it is Free Hill Primary School.
Primary.
I was
Mhm.
one of the first they're celebrating 50 years this year. And I was
Oh.
one of the first set of students that went to Free Hill school.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a series of activities as well, including all the greats and people who have contributed, teachers and so on. They're trying to do a wall of those people for the
Same.
50 years.
So Simas
So
Eval say yes, Jackie. So he's
yes, you want me do? Yes, man. But the picnic them, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, Eval, you know me I talk about.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, it's not all age.
Sharon's is that Barracks Road.
No ever. Me go to school at Bush. John's all age. Wait till a John's all Baba. Me
John's
never
all
know
on the bush anymore.
Crocs Road till years later.
Mm.
The
John's all
husband,
is not bush anymore.
huh?
Mr. John's all on the bush anymore.
No bush anymore. But back in my day was straight bush.
And see it as it is.
W- w- If we
Oh,
have,
what a morning. What a morning.
I know the time gone. Lord, look
So
this
guess
up.
what? We are going go on up now, you know.
Me,
Hey, man, go down.
We thank you for come and for sit down with we and laugh and all of that. And
yeah.
games we used to play. Go write
Mhm.
down some, man. Write down some of them. Think of the ones that you had liked and say, but then they talk about the one, yeah. And maybe we
Take
do
out
part
your,
two. You know,
take out your
we can
loody
do.
board.
Yes.
Oh
But
my goodness. Oh,
we
that's another show.
we and it's interesting, you know, you see how the search optimization or optimization works.
Mhm,
Because I used to put when I'm posting on the channel the Saturday morning runnings first, right? But then
mhm,
started putting the title followed by name of the show.
mhm.
So when me I search yesterday, after me post it and everything, last night when I got home, I am searching for some. And the video, the promo video pop up,
Oh,
Wow.
really?
the games we used to play.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So, there are just some things that when you do it, you have to be intentional to see what will garner more
Yeah.
interest. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
subscription going up. So those of you who are on and you haven't subscribed yet, go on over there, go subscribe. Juke the word subscribe, juke the word all, juke the bell, no money. You're
I
good.
will be
You're
off
good.
and running.
The
Yes. And
Patuk. The Patuk took it this morning. The Patuk.
the fact, the
The
fact,
Patuk.
me tell you, no.
And that part,
When them say all can't see a day and Patu can't see a night.
hey.
What? So what are they different?
Well, hey,
Oh,
All
oh,
um,
oh,
can't
oh,
not
see.
all
them
can't see a day and
all and
Patuk can't
Patu.
see a night. Oh you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are not. I mean, it's the same, but I mean, it's just a rhyme. I mean, they are not.
Oh, okay.
So daytime, see them. So whether them can see or not, we don't see them in the day. Them talk away till in the night. You see
Right,
them just
right.
Yes.
screech and come out.
Oh,
So we are gonna
oh
go up
my
now.
goodness.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, good on.
So
Yeah, good on I had.
we're glad we did come. We're
Mm-hmm.
glad we're glad we chat, and we no gossip, and we're glad
And
we
we laugh.
we laugh to we
Mm-hmm.
And
heart's
please
content.
teach your kids these games. Teach your kids these games. Tell them about your childhood. They love
Teach.
to listen. They love to hear, especially the younger ones. Because the
Mhm.
older ones, them kind of can't, them kind of things that not cool. But the
Right.
younger ones,
Yes.
they will listen.
I mean, cognitive skills and things of that nature. My little grandson, the little one, he's 7. And remember, say we are teaching people a Ludi for him at 5. And right now, you put a Ludi board, you and him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
When
man.
you lock your gate, I say, oh, me lock your gate. And him
Yeah.
a boom with him man, and him a doing barrier, and him now broke barrier. And
Yes,
it,
man.
yeah, teach,
Yes.
Yes,
teach.
my mother coming back up. That's one game I want her to bring for me because I love playing Ludi.
Isn't that
So
something? Oh my God.
Beautiful. They have some
yeah,
beautiful Ludi boards. Um,
Yes.
you can buy very very nice with your dice
yeah.
and elephant and you can pass hours playing Ludi.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister's friend created a game called Guess What? It's a Jamaican game called Guess What? So you can
Oh.
also find that on Amazon or at the airport. And everywhere I go now, I bring Guess What and Guess What take over the place. I'll have to
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
explain to you another time. It's awesome. It's
oh,
like
Nice.
it's similar to like Pictionary. It's a guessing game. I don't know what you
Oh,
call
okay.
oh,
guessing game, but it's all
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican things. Like you either
Mm-hmm.
you have to act it out, or you
Yeah.
have
uh,
to say something for your teammates to be able to
to get the
guess
clue.
what it is.
A lot
Yeah.
of the game boards that I was introduced to is through our librarian, may her soul rest in peace, Florette Barnett. Flo had a lot of board games, Scrabble, Ludi, Snake and
Yes,
Ladder,
man.
and she had this one that she had gotten because she had her siblings in England. And she had gotten this huge board, and on it you had like the squirrel. It was like a
Like snake
farmland,
and ladder.
like a
Snake and ladder.
farmland, like a farmland, and
Mhm.
all the animals had their roles to play on that. But
Wow.
the aim was to get them through the gate. But it big enough,
Wow.
pull off your table, and we would go up to the library. The library for us was our meeting place, like after school, whether you're
Mhm.
there primary, high school, whatever, up there. So we go and congregate.
Mhm.
Yes. We also had a
And
game
oh
at home
man.
called Vacation Jamaica. Who knows about Vacation Jamaica?
Mm-mm.
Nobody much. When I mention Vacation Jamaica, it's like the Jamaican version of Monopoly. My mother had one of those. I when it rip in two, we tape it up back. Because you go and take the train to Upperton Estate, and when you get to Upperton Estate, you go and jump to my Montego Bay.
Really?
Hey, now.
Listen, Vacation
Yeah.
Jamaica, we had one. Probably we were one of the few families that had one, and they
Oh
stopped
wow.
producing it. I
Oh,
wish. I wish they would come back to that.
Maybe they didn't think of it.
Yes, because it was way back in the 80s. It was way back in the 80s. And I think if it's now, they should reintroduce it. Maybe we should come together and create it.
Hello. There you go.
So we could do Free Hill. We could do Penance.
All right.
We could do Sharon's. What's your community name again?
Fringe.
Orange.
Orange.
Or Orange.
Yes.
Yes, man.
So we could do what?
Take a raft on the Great River to Tower Hill Bottom. You know that kind of something there.
Yes, I take a dive up a Rio Mino.
Yes, man. Jump off in the blue hole in Oakley.
Yes.
Go to the fire hole and you get burned or something like that. You know?
Or go catch Jenga.
Listen.
Hey, see, they know.
All right.
We not talk it out. Make we not talk it out. Somebody
Yes.
got
You know something? I'm gonna sit down with my sister Natty because Natty is very creative, and we're going to see what we can do. Seriously, big and
all right.
serious.
You go.
Make we go on now.
Yes.
So, we are going up, go up.
Go in. Go over. Go round.
Go in.
Go in.
You know, say if you catch anybody yard and I talk too long now and then they don't want to say a time for you leave, they say, I can't go in now, yeah. And you know, that's your cue. That's your cue to go.
Yeah.
You know, one game and I dinner. I say a little bit of dinner.
Say that go pass by.
Are they would say them pick me eat already?
So you have people who walk. That's a different show. So you have people who walk to this to eat as beer, you know.
No, sir.
And they start eating from there, so all the way around.
No, Jesus, no, sir. So no, we have to go do what? We have to go do that one.
Yes. Licking never here.
Yes. The things we say.
People,
Yes.
you see, we never know say games when I last so long. Look at the time.
Right.
Me I go down. Me going down.
So,
Yes.
Mama call me I go down.
so we want to say thanks to everybody who joined with this morning. So bless you know, God willing, we'll come back next week.
With
Go
soap.
Emma, go ahead.
Where am I saying?
Go ahead.
Start the show done. We just
Done it.
start.
Done.
That is like some people who say prayers together and then after that they continue talking.
I remember something else and I go and pray.
Yes.
Things, you know,
Goodbye.
so we got nongs, you know. Bless you.
All right. Later.
See?
Remember the joy of your childhood, the laughter echoing through the streets, the rush of excitement as you competed in games with your friends. We played games like Name an Animal, Place or Thing, and Ship Sail, Sail Fast. Satideh Mawnin Runnings invites you to games we used to play. Remember the excitement we felt as we dashed barefoot through the streets, memorizing every line. The high fives we shared, locking them down big time. For Satideh Mawnin Runnings crew, it's not just a game, it's a journey back to the carefree days of our youth. So, let's gather our friends and families, lace up our sneakers, or not, and join us in celebrating the spirit of fun, competition, and togetherness. Let's connect with the games of our past. Let the fun begin as Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come make we talk. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney. Hi, I'm Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing. Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Male Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me insidethezone@gmail.com or call me 914-304-2593.